Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the St Brendan's College Awards Evening for 2021. Before we begin the awards ceremony, could I ask you, as a part of our preparation, to double check that your mobile phone is switched off? Please note that the toilets are located in the foyer. Please refrain from unnecessary exit and entry during the ceremony, as we wish to ensure an atmosphere of respect and quiet while the speeches and performances are conducted. My name is Mr Matthew Cooper, and I am the current Deputy Principal here at St Brendan's. I'm also a very proud old boy of this college. Tonight, we acknowledge those students who have excelled in the areas of academia, the arts and service. Earlier today, we gathered as a school community and recognised those students who have achieved on the sporting field and on the stage. You could say it has been a day where we as a college have celebrated excellence. And it's important as educators and parents of teenage boys that we encourage them to pursue and express their talents. Tonight is a celebration of the touchstones in action. To the young men of St Brendan's sitting in this auditorium tonight, sitting here in our sacred space, by virtue of your invitation and the subsequent acknowledgement of your achievement, you have made a noteworthy contribution to the life of the college, and your name will forever be etched in our history. And in doing so, you are living out the gospel. Matthew chapter 6, verse 15. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good work and glorify your Father in heaven. I would now like to call upon our boarding captain and a proud Burrakunji man from the Broken Hill area, Kendrick Treadwell, for the acknowledgement of land.
St Brendan's College would like to acknowledge the Drummle people, the traditional owners of this land. We would like to pay our respect to elders past, present and emerging of the Drummle people and extend that respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples present.
To direct the opening reflection and prayer, I'd now like to call forward the Assistant Principal Identity, Mr Shane Pearce.
Good evening and welcome. Tonight I have asked Jordan King, Year 11 student here at the college, to sing the song 10,000 Reasons by Matt Redman. The song 10,000 Reasons is inspired by Psalm 103 and reminds us that even in the midst of our suffering, we are called to bless the Lord in the knowledge that whatever happens, God will always be there to carry us through. As Christians, we know that God's people have always endured trials and tribulation. In the book of Psalms, God speaks to his people and says, "Be still and know that I am God." Be still in Hebrew translates to let go. This year, more than any other, we have had to let go while hanging on to each other. In 2021, we have faced adversity and experienced great sadness, unlike any year in recent history. Amidst the anguish and the grief, we have looked to each other. We have looked to God. And for some, we have looked for God. There are many examples that could be used to highlight God's enduring love for us. In the Gospel of Matthew chapter 28, Jesus reminds us that he is always with us to the end of the age. To illustrate this, I share with you the well-known reflection titled Footprints. One night, a man had a dream. He dreamt he was walking along the beach with the Lord, and across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed there were two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him and the other to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened to be at the very lowest and the very saddest times in his life. This really bothered him, so he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you would walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there is only one set of footprints in the sand. And I don't understand why in times when I needed you the most, you should leave me. The Lord replied, I love you and would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you saw only one set of footprints in the sand, it was then that I carried you. Please welcome Jordan King.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. You're rich in love and you're slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come, still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, worship your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. I'll worship your holy name.
Thank you, Mr. Pears and Jordan. We now invite our parish leader, Father Matthew Maloney, to give his address.
On behalf of our Bishop, Michael McCarthy, I extend congratulations to all those who receive awards of excellence tonight. But not only for those who will receive awards tonight, but to all the students, well done. Especially to the Year 12s too, your last speech night, your achievements, and you're coming to the end of your school lives. Your future is exciting and filled with who you are being called to be. Thank you, Mr. Horan, and to all the staff here. On behalf of our parish, your connection to the parish and this school is an extraordinary gift to us all. To your staff and the teachers of St Brendan's who've shared so much to the students and to each other, to bring these young men to this point is quite an achievement. It's a blessing. To all of their parents, to the mums and dads here tonight, congratulations, regardless of what grade or what your achievement is going to be, your son is going to receive tonight. You've loved your children, continue to love them into life. 2021 has been an extraordinary time. It's been an extraordinary time for this whole college and for our wider community. It's been filled with achievements, challenges, and deep spirit. This year you have celebrated the lives of a beautiful man, Peter Bartlett, and the lives of 3 young men, Rhys Yaw, Eli Kent, and Mitchell Norris. We commended them to our God, and as we heard and listened to their stories, we cried, we laughed, and we remembered. We held their families and each other with sacred love and with a hope that will carry us forward into the future without them. Their spirit lingers on with us, and along with many others too who have gone to God and have died, loved ones continue to be remembered and held gently. We remember them all in our prayers. Every single member of this college will remember this year. And it may seem too difficult to mention, but at the heart of this community are theirs and your sacred stories. The tears and the experiences are sacred and a part of who we are now. The shortest, grammatically correct verse of Scripture are the words of Jesus, and they were words with us this year. Jesus wept. He wept at the loss of his dear friend Lazarus. He wept with us during these days of sadness, and he is with us now and into the future and calls each of us to hope, to know that he is with us always. That's our hope. Never lose sight of that. Never lose sight of him who is with us. There is a saying which has often been said by the boys in this college of those who care for them as they enter into this place. They come as strangers and leave as brothers. I would like to add something to that saying. They come as strangers and they leave as brothers in spirit. Yes, we began this year, and as we come to the end, we were all strangers at the beginning. We didn't know what was to come. And as I look back, there is more than just brothers here now in our midst. There is a deep dimension and connection with God, and whatever that God looks like for each of us. But God's Spirit has been hovering, holding, walking with us, and has been with our community and each of you. God has held you and continues to hold us in this year. As the song said, there are more than 10,000 reasons to be here. May that same Spirit of God continue to hold us all into the future, now and always. Congratulations for those who are here tonight receiving awards. Congratulations to the College, St Brendan's. God's peace and blessings be with you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the college captain, a proud Darumbal man, Burungai Young, to present the student report.
Good evening, special guests, staff, students, and family. For those of you who do not already know me, my name is Michael Burungai Young, and I am the 2021 college captain. Tonight, I've been given the opportunity to recount all that has been 2021. What a crazy ride it has been. This has been a roller coaster of a year. And like any good roller coaster, we've experienced extreme highs and sadly, extreme lows. This year, we have seen success in all its forms, from the classroom to performing arts and in the sporting arena. Academically, the boys from 2020 set a high benchmark with the release of their ATAR results. And we've been trying really hard to one-up them all year because if nothing else, here at Brendan's, us boys love a bit of competition. Our competitiveness certainly contributed to the overwhelming success in our sport endeavours. None more so than our triumphant success in the Aaron Payne Cup, which saw our boys progress all the way to the state finals. Moving off the sporting field, the college has seen great success this year in the radio space, not to mention the overwhelming success of our 2021, The Music Man. Sadly, with the highs came the devastating lows. And in my 12 years of education, the past 18 months has seen overwhelming tragedy, with the passing of 4 of our close mates and brothers here at the college, not to mention the passing of Mr. Peter Bartlett, aka Baru. This man was a mentor for our college and the wider community, and possibly the fittest 54-year-old man in Yeppoon. To Pete, Herbs, Reese, Eli and Mitchell, even though you are no longer with us, know that you are in spirit. We've come a long way in 2021, and tonight is our opportunity to acknowledge and celebrate our achievements throughout the year. To congratulate those who've put in the work, my brothers sitting here tonight. Not only have we pursued to succeed in academia, but as brothers, we have pursued changes in our community. Standing up together, brothers in arms, we have walked down to the main beach, putting our pride in purple, fighting against domestic violence. We have stood up together again, as brothers in arms, to show their respect for the Anzacs who fought for us, this country. Both of these commitments are prime examples of what St Brendan's is, a collective of powerful young men, a camaraderie, a brotherhood. And with brotherhood, I can't possibly leave out our culture. We have set the standard. I know, personally, the differences in the way we conduct ourselves as young men. We lead the way for our generation of boys. You would think if 100 boys were out and about, many would cause a scene or display poor acts of behaviour, but really, it's the opposite. We've all heard Mr. Horan make a speech about an event and a person of the community giving our boys praise. Just Monday, I was with Mr. Pears. He showed me an email about the 12s on their retreat. Nice day at the lagoon, boys everywhere, playing footy. Next day, a parent, they went out of their way to email Mr. Ghanaian, talking about how well behaved they were. Boys, if we continue this culture, each generation can only get better. As I said, we have set the bar. But to cover the year academically, we were a success. Not only did we have a large number of academic award winners, but as I recall, we were only a couple off the mark, losing a large bet with Mr. Corboy, who challenged us to achieve 350 academic awards. Now that's a lot. Despite not hitting the mark, I believe we've continued to strive through all of our distractions, offsets, and upsets. I'm proud of us for what we have achieved this year. And a special mention to Dewey House. I don't remember a time when we've lost in academic house points. But back to tonight, I'd like to congratulate all the boys here tonight on excelling in their areas and gaining their awards. I hope you all continue your efforts in years to come, and to everyone else, keep on striving, for your effort will be rewarded in the coming years.
For the presentation of the awards for Year 7 to 8, we invite to the stage Mr. Jonathan Gill, Assistant to the Principal, Middle School.
The Year 7, 8, 9 and 10 awards are presented to those boys who have achieved an Academic A or an Academic A+ for the Semester 1 reporting period or for the Term 3 reporting period. To attain an Academic A, the boys must achieve at least 2 to 3 A results, and for an Academic A+, a minimum of 4 A's from their range of subjects. In the case of the Year 7s, many of the boys have achieved in the vicinity of 6 to 7 A's. To assist with the presentation of the Year 7 awards, I ask Mrs. Kay Morley, Head of History and Geography, and Mrs. Tracy Deasy, Head of Year 7, to come to the stage. We ask that you hold your applause till the end of the year's first bunch of awards, please. The Year 7 Academic A Awards for 2021 go to the following boys: Isaac Brady, Reed Brazier, Robert Clifton, Nicholas Cooper Burns, Braden Date, William DeLuga, Dex Edmonston, Tate Fisher, Tyler Forbes, Ty Gretton, Noah Haberley, Isaac Harding, Eli Jenke, Tyler Johnson, Cooper Jones, Mason Lucht, Jay Marsh, Jeremy Martin, Lewis Maxwell, Oren McGilvray, Kai Miller, Jack Sainsbury, Daley Smith, Bronson Toby, Ben Vaughan, Reed Wynot, and Seth Young. The boys practiced a little shuffle, so let's see how they go. Well done, boys. Please put your hands together for the Academic A recipients. Receiving their certificates and vouchers for attaining an academic A+ are the following boys: Michael Baker, Hunter Ballard, Oliver Bennett, Morgan Bridgman, Aidan Kane, Thomas Cross, Nathaniel Davey, Nicholas Eaton, Darcy Frankish, Mason Fuller, Ewan Halberstadter, Caden Hall, Mason Hollingsworth, Carter Hughes, Michael Hutchinson, Jasper Jansen, Oliver King, William Lees, Anthony Lowe, Joshua Malcolm, Will McFarlane, Benjamin Miller, Jake Paletti, Sydney Richards, Kobe Scanlon, Callum Schmidt, Xander Thornton, Archie Watts, Zach Whitehead, Cooper Witts, and Kobe Wren. As you can see, the Year 7s carried the load in achieving Mr Corboy's challenge of 350 academic awards. Please congratulate our Year 7 Academic A+ award winners. From the group of boys on stage, wait there boys, from the group of boys on stage, the Year 7 Ducks is selected. To be eligible to receive the Ducks Award, the student must be an Academic A+ winner and be enrolled in all extension classes. From the list of extension classes, the students are allocated points for their overall grade and from their position in the cohort. With 21 points and 2 A+ results, the Ducks of Year 7 is Zach Whitehead. Thank you, boys. Well done. Go, Toby. Thank you, Mrs. Deasy and Mrs. Morley. Assisting with the presentation of the Year 8 awards are Mr Bjorn Prince, Head of Year 8, and Mr Brendan Skewthorpe, Head of Religious Education. The Year 8 boys eligible for an Academic A award tonight are Thorn Ellery, Bailey Arnold, Keely Bones, Blake Champion, Cameron DeForno, Oliver Dadson, Sam Daly, Rafferty Donaghy, London Duggan, Matthew Dunwoody, Oliver Leet, Nate London, Slater Marshall, Jet Mattingly, Caden Parsons, Cooper Pearce, William Ranger, Joshua Russell, Fletcher Scanlon, Brodie Scullen, Cooper Smith, Aidan Steig, Joyce Fenson, Conrad Treadwell, Gareth Wakulby, Patrick Waller, Jack White, Stephen Wickerson, and Jarrah Willis. Please show your appreciation for the efforts of the Academic A winners. The Year 8 boys receiving the Academic A+ awards are as follows: Matthew Boisendoot, Nate Brooks, Kyan Kane, Nash Caulfield, Ezekiel Curran, Mason Dendel, Declan Dunn, Jesse Emery, Stacey Hollingsworth, Harrison Hoy, Samuel James, Peter Kalachinsky, Charlie Kidd, Connor Lees, Jesse McWhinney, Nicholas Meyer, Nate Muller, Jake Murphy, Finn Newman, Mitchell Roberts, Hayden Rutledge, Ashton Ryan, Toby Simpkins, Charlie Strugnell, Isaac Thompson, my apologies, Ambrose Tibbs, Etienne Van Wyck, Jack Watson and Mackenzie Watts. Please congratulate our Year 8 Academic A+ award winners. Wait there, Charlie. The Ducks of Year 8, like the Year 7 Ducks, is selected from the eligible Academic A+ recipients. With that knowledge, and for the second consecutive year, can you please congratulate the 2021 Year 8 Ducks, Jesse McWhinney. Congratulations, Jesse, and all Year 7 and 8 award winners. Well done, boys.
As second musical item, the combined jazz band with St Ursula's College will feature the hit song Moves Like Jagger, made famous by Christina Aguilera. They have turned this group into a lively jazz number. They've turned this song into a lively jazz number under the leadership of Mrs. Shannon Duplessis and Mrs. Alita Borman. Their performance will feature solos from Lachlan Doki on alto saxophone and Jordan King on trumpet and Caleb Borman on trombone. We thank the students and staff from St Ursula's for joining us here this evening. For the presentation of awards for years 9 and 10, we invite to the stage Assistant to the Principal Identity, Mr. Shane Pearce.
Assisting with the presentation of the Year 9 awards this evening are Mr. Paul Apicotto, Head of Year 9, and Mr. Blake Henley, Acting Head of Physical Education. Please make them welcome. The Year 9 Academic A awards go to the following boys: David Beddoe, Lachlan Davis, Clay Dendell, Harrison Dent, Cooper Hall, Jack Hardy, Dylan Hughes, Daniel Hutchinson, Samson Minto, Jay Morrison, Will Quinlan, Matthew Rogers, Max Spivey, Riley Todman, Liam Welsh, William Winton, Cooper Wickman, Kai Willett, and Roman Wilson. Let's acknowledge the Year 9 Academic A winners. The Year 9 Academic A+ winners are the next group to be called. The boys are Joshua Armat, Isaac Alexander, Jackson Broome, Matthew Campbell, Alexander Sirachi, Harrison Cotter Drake, Bradley Cumberledge, O'Sheen Foster, Hayden Gittins, Simon Green, Jacob Hill, Cooper Jukes, Matthew Kershaw, Taki Leonard, Jamie Long, Joseph Manns, Braylon Marsh, Benjamin Mazafari, Riley McFarlane, Jacob Maguire, Lachlan Maguire, Quinn Mursky, Tarkin O'Brien, Nate Pears, Daniel Rees, Bodie Ricketts, Jack Simpkins, McKinley Smith, Dominic Thompson, Joshua Voke, and Cooper Wilton. Please congratulate the Year 9 Academic A winners. Before the boys depart the stage, we need to announce the Year 9 Ducks. The top 3 boys have all attained outstanding results in their subjects at one of the reporting periods this year. Ultimately, however, with only 2 points separating first and second place, the 2021 Ducks for the third year in a row is Matthew Campbell. Now for our Year 10 Academic A Award winners. Thanks, gentlemen. I'd now like to call forward our Head of VET, Mr Andrew Lawrence, and our Head of Year 10, Mr Jody Ol, who will be presenting our certificates for the Year 10 boys this evening. Recipients from Year 10 for the Academic A are Thomas Adams, Caleb Ballman, Levi Ballo, Samuel Bent, Ethan Cusack, Malachi Deed, Lachlan Doakey, Darcy Drought, Lachlan Farrington, Charlie Hemmings, Jamie Hogan Allen, Liam Johnson, Jet Langham, Ty Lasker, Cooper Lee, Dominic Lomas, Graith Lorenz, Caleb Morrison Hanson, Mackenzie O'Connor, Flynn Pollard, Oliver Rogers, Joshua Rolfe, Alexander Tucker, Isaiah Waters, Kieran Weaver, Charlie Willis, Wraith Wren, and Jordan Wyville. Let's congratulate the Year 10 boys for their Academic A Awards. Now for our Academic A+ recipients. Jet Ballard, William DeForno, Jack Duggan, Zach Allam, Blake Field, Jacob Field, Dawson Foden, Eli Harding, Murphy Holt, Kaylin Humphreys, Makoko Hunt, Cody Killerley, Jordan King, Luke Moore, Austin Saltner, Patrick Slade, Eden Smith, Ranger Sullivan, Elijah Walker, Kalani Walsh, Bruce Warner, Maxwell Woods, please congratulate the academic A+ winners. All Year 10 academic A+ winners are eligible for the title of Year 10 Ducks. However, for the fourth consecutive year with 2 A's and 5 A+ resulting from his 7 subjects, the Year 10 Ducks is Eli Harding.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the Principal's Report for 2021, I invite the Acting Principal, Mr Paul Horan, to give his address.
Thank you, Mr Cooper. Well, good evening, everyone. It's my honour to be here tonight to present the 2021 Principal's Report in Rob Corboy's absence. Rob asked me to pass on his congratulations to all our award winners and to thank all of the parents for being here this evening. While I'm thanking people, I'd like to thank Barungai for his captain's report, and I'd also like to acknowledge the attendance of Father Matthew Maloney, Mr Peter Chapman, Mayor Andy Ireland, the Cap Coast Catholic School principals, SBC Board Chair Kim Laundrie, and our other special guests and award presenters. To commence tonight, I'd like to take you back to 1998. And that was a year before I started at St Brendan's College. It was a year in which I decided I was going to go travelling through Europe, and I spent a large amount of that time in Turkey. And in those days, travel was certainly a lot more difficult. I didn't have a mobile phone, Google Maps had not been invented, email was something that you only used at work, if you were lucky. You could not automatically access current affairs or news, and world events and television were always in a foreign language. So for those times when I got stuck in places with little to do, I wasn't sure that I had a book in my backpack. In one of those books, I found a poem by T.S. Eliot, and I read it so many times on that trip that I committed it to memory. It was called Little Giddings, and it goes like this: "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know that place for the first time. Through the unknown remembered gate, when the last of the world left to discover is that which was the beginning. The source of the longest river, the voice of the distant waterfall, not known because not looked for, but heard, half heard in the silence between the two great waves of the ocean. Quick now, here now, always, a condition of complete simplicity, costing no less than everything." Many have written about the meanings of those words, and among the interpretations is that it's a reflection on an individual journey of discovery, an endless quest without beginning or end. Others espouse that it's about the human need to search and to always look for new horizons. And yet others see it as a lament on life and death. And that seems particularly captured by the line, "At the source of the longest river, the voice of the distant waterfall." So even at the start of our longest journey, which is life, there is a sense of an ending. But if we focus on that particular line alone, then the evening is probably going to become a little morose, and I don't intend for you to feel that way. So I prefer to look at the poem simply as being about cycles. The cycle of life, the cycle of nature, the cycle of events. And in doing so, I can make a simple segue to talk about the school year as being one of those cycles. And to take more of Eliot's words, a cycle bookended by the two great waves of the ocean and the silence between. The first wave of the school year sees a flurry of orders for textbooks, laptops and uniforms. There is that rush to get classrooms painted, carpets cleaned and finished, to get students inducted, teachers inducted, timetables finalised and boarders into residence. Second great wave is taking place now. It's in the arrangements for the Culture and Sporting Awards that happen today. It's in the arrangements for tonight's awards ceremony, tomorrow's valedictory, end of term external examinations, semester 2 reports and all the end of year functions. But it's the silence between the two great waves that is the most important, because it's in the silence where the real things happen. This year, to mix my metaphors, the silence has been deafening. The things that we have had to endure have been unique and in cases extreme. There have been events that have shocked us and also touched our hearts. In the silence, we have formed as a community. We've consoled each other and we have celebrated with one another. We have wondered how we will tackle these problems that have beset us, and yet tackle them we have. And the silence, as I have witnessed it, looks like this. The silence is Declan Dunn receiving a standing ovation for his rendition of Ocean Eyes at Showcase. It's Owen Paddy making that kick against Kerwin to win the Aaron Payne Cup. It's the engagement of Tiffany King and Connor Williams. It's Father Matthew delivering maths at the Old Picture Theatre. It's losing Eli Kent, a kid who loved fishing, loved the rain and loved mum and dad. It's the appearance of Captain Underpants at Book Week. It's Shireen Wright preparing another round of meals for the Eddie's van. It's Kyle catching a wave with the Clontarf boys. It's saying goodbye to Rhys Yore, a boy who lived life to the full and was hard not to like. As his mates noted at his eulogy, he even made Mrs. McLeod laugh. It's Michael Jensen welcoming baby Georgia into the world. It's a Year 7's checking in on the staff and sending an email asking, "Are you okay?" It's that magnificent speech by Nini Kapoya. It's in the confirmation and the baptisms of Harvey and Tate and Eli and Quinton and Alex and Fletcher and Kobe. It's losing a mate of almost 30 years and the community losing someone who bled green and gold. Person who always made it about you. Unpretentious as his final message to the boys. Respect women, make your bed and carry 2 hankies. One for you and one for anyone else that may need one. It's Jamie Hogan making an entire college gasp at the beauty of his voice and turning the chapel into a shrine to old concerts and cigarette lighters. Mr. Chapman, you'd be happy to know that all those boys got a detention the next afternoon for taking their mobile phones out during class hours. It's the learning support girls throwing a farewell party for Matty McClellan, a boy who worked a journey with them from timid Year 7 to confident and happy young man. It's Bill Grieve becoming a grandfather to baby Owen. How does baby Owen look about that? It's Year 12s having the opportunity to reflect, to connect, and obviously flex at their end of year retreat. It's a tragic passing of Mitchell Norris, the kid with the cheeky smile, cheeky spirit, and the cheeky attitude. I had to ring Bill Oram on the Saturday, directly after we found out about Mitchell's passing. And Bill said to me, "I think I spent more time getting up him than teaching him. But by God, I wish he was here on Monday for me to get up." It's everyone's favourite Irish international becoming an Australian citizen, with a cameo from Mayor Andy Ireland. Seeing the old boys and the first 13 hit each other fervently on the field and then hug each other just as fervently when the game was finished. It's Ainsley Bellinger getting married. It's losing Dean Jarrett, a remarkable old boy who rose from humble beginnings. He shared his story with us here at one academic awards assembly, and he talked about living in a tin shack beside a railway holdings, and he became Dr. Dean Jarrett, the first Indigenous man to earn a PhD from the Sydney University of Technology Business School. And it was the mud and the blood and the tears of the Year 9 camp. Ladies and gentlemen, next year we'll start with another great wave, but we won't be the same. As Elliot predicted, we will come back to the place where we started, this college, and possibly we will know it for the first time. We'll know it a little better as a place of family, a place of connection, and a place where when things are tough, we can find solace. We may see the need to acknowledge a mate a little more often, to be a little kinder, and to thank each other for what we have. And we're going to need to, because in 2022 the student body will swell to roughly 900 students, and this number will be the largest enrolment in our 82-year history. And this will bring with it, I believe, the largest challenge that the college has faced. It won't be a problem of logistics or having enough classrooms, won't be finding enough staff to cater for the learning requirements of the boys, or how we get people through the tuck shop line, or how we're all going to fit into this particular venue. It will be maintaining the sense of community that St Brendan's is renowned for. It will be maintaining that feel that permeates when boys live and work together. It will be ensuring that that Brendan's boy, that knockabout, humble kid, spirited but sometimes uncertain of his capabilities, sometimes unsure of the protocols, but always a good-natured human being, does not get lost in the crowd. It will be ensuring that the touchstones of inclusive community are forefront in our minds, and that each boy is known, valued and respected for who he is rather than what we expect him to achieve. To finish, I would like to thank our retiring and departing staff, Father Pius Jones, Mr Peter Hayes, Mr Luke Ganane, Ms Charlotte Benstead, Mr Will Gardner and Mr Barna Saylor for the way that each of you have contributed to the education of our boys. I'd like to thank Kylie Hedges, Tracy Deasy and Chantel Ludke for the extraordinary way they have been pillars of support for the families who lost their sons. They assisted with funeral arrangements, food parcels, communications. It was amazing what the three of you did. I'd like to thank our teaching, administration and our support staff, because believe it or not, despite those things I said, boys are not always easy. Sometimes they push our buttons. Sometimes they do things we just cannot fathom. One day they are Jekyll, the next day they're Hyde. But as a group, the teaching staff, administration staff and support staff have countered that by firstly building relationships with those boys, having a sense of humour and being authentic. It's been a privilege for me to fill the silence between the two great waves of 2021 with all of you. Thank you.
To present the subject area awards to Year 11 and 12 students, I asked Mr Peter Reddy, Assistant to the Principal, Senior Senior School to come forward.
To present the Year 11 awards, I invite Mr. Jason Merrifield, Head of Year 11, and Miss Inez Goes, Head of Visual Art, to come forward, please. Unlike the 7 to 10 awards, the Year 11 and 12 awards are subject specific and given to the boy who is ranked highest in his subject at the end of Term 3. These positions are determined by the subject teacher and the heads of department. For music, ATAR, Kaiden Ajasaka. Visual arts in practice, Horace Vira. Certificate 2 in electrotechnology, Callan Campbell. Certificate 2 in rural operations, Jacob Carriage. Certificate 3 in Christian ministry, Cameron Frankish. Biology and Certificate 3 in Fitness and Religion and Ethics, Jeremy Green. Certificate 2 in Tourism, Hayden Harvey. Design, Matthew Hay. General Mathematics and Certificate 2 in Construction Pathways, Jet Mannion. Certificate 2 in Automotive Vocational Preparation, Harvey Maxwell. Business, Robert McKenna. Geography, Lachlan McLeod. Certificate 2 in Engineering Pathways, Mackenzie Nixon. English, Physical Education, Psychology, Study of Religion, and Chemistry, Ben O'Brien. Physics, Alexander Rees. Visual Art, Angus Reynolds. Chemistry and Mathematical Methods, Jackson Smith. Can we please congratulate all our subject award winners? Of the boys on stage, many of them are eligible for 2 special awards. They are the Year 11 Vocational Education Student of the Year and the Year 11 Ducks. If I can just ask these boys to step forward, please. The Vet Student of the Year nominees are Jacob Carriage, Jet Mannion, Mackenzie Nixon, and joining them for their performance in multiple vocational subjects and for their attainment of an academic A or A+, are Slater Lay and Jet Hansen. Can you please congratulate all the nominees? the Year 11 Vocational Education Student of the Year is Jet Mannion. On to the Year 11 Ducks. The Year 11 Ducks nominees are, if these boys can also step forward, Callan Campbell, Cameron Frankish, Jeremy Green, Matthew Hay, Ben O'Brien, Alexander Rees, Jackson Smith, and joining them as academic A+ winners and eligible to receive the Year 11 Ducks is Xavier Craggs, Lincoln Beckett, Isaac Green, and Angus Reynolds. Can we please congratulate our Ducks nominees? With 5 individual subject awards, the Year 11 Ducks for 2021 is Ben O'Brien. To assist with the Year 12 academic awards, can I call forward please Mrs. Jackie Russell, Head of Career Education, and Mr. Trevor Ganane, Head of Year 12, to assist with the presentations. General Mathematics, Jack Billman. Aquatic Practices, Ethan Bird. Who's also receiving Essential Mathematics. Certificate 2 in Rural Operations, Jack Bowman. Certificate 3 in Fitness and Physical Education, Ben Charles. Chemistry and Digital Technology, Flynn Donaghy. Certificate 2 in Furniture Making Pathways, Essential Mathematics, and Certificate 2 in Construction Pathways, Logan Gardner. Certificate 2 in Automotive Vocational Preparation, Levi Grams. Certificate 2 in Tourism, Menix Hunt. Study of Religion and Legal Studies, Saxon Kona. Music ATAR, Amos Korokov. Certificate 3 in Christian Ministry and Theology, William Lasker. Biology, Mathematical Methods, In physics, Jessie Laverty. Business, English, Geography and Visual Art, Tom Orgel. Certificate 2 in Engineering Pathways, Ben Sheen. Religion and Ethics, Jared Taylor. Please put your hands together for our Year 12 subject awards. Our third and final musical item is the Year 8 Contemporary Band. They are made up of Year 7 and Year 8 students, and their name is Killer Silence. These boys have performed at numerous events this year, including the Queensland Catholic Music Festival, where they received a silver award for their performance. They have also featured at lunchtime concerts, Sunday on the Lawn, and Battle in the Bands, just to name a few. The band consists of William Lees on vocals, Jesse Emery on lead guitar and backing vocals, Patrick Waller on rhythm guitar, Cameron Bromley on acoustic guitar, Sam Jans on drums, and Toby Simpkins on bass guitar.
So above you and it's plain to see, but I came to love you just the same way. So you tore my heart out and I don't mind bleeding. Any old time to keep me waiting.
Oh, 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 I got a love that keeps me waiting. Oh, 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 I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy, I'm a lonely boy. Oh, 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 I got a love that keeps me waiting.
Well, your mama cared too much, oh, daddy left you, and I should have done you just the same way. So you tore my heart out, am I born to bleed? Any old time to keep me waiting, waiting.
Oh, 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 I got a love that keeps me waiting. Oh, 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 I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy, I'm a lonely boy. Oh, 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 I got a love that keeps me waiting. Oh, 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 I got keeps me waiting. Oh, oh, oh. I got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Oh, oh, oh. I got a love that keeps me waiting.
Mr. Horn, I think we've found a new owner of this stage. You can hand it over to William Lees. That was outstanding. Well done, boys. I might give them one more round of applause. This part of the ceremony is devoted to recognising the college special awards. The special awards are given for a diverse range of purposes, including academic pursuits, loyalty and devotion to the college, and general leadership, and for musical and cultural pursuits. Presenting our awards for music and culture, I invite to the stage Mr. Joe Daly and Mr. Patrick Connor. The first of the music awards is for outstanding musical talent, and it is the Jack and Lorraine Ingram Prize for Musical Excellence. In 2021, this award goes to Kaiden Ajisaka. Also coming from the Ingram family is the Jack Ingram Senior Encouragement Award. In 2021, this award goes to Cooper Lee. As these boys accept their awards, we sincerely thank the Ingram family, Jack and Lorraine, for their kind donation of $200 and $100 respectively for each of their awards. The next presentation is to a junior boy who has shown a love for music and is the Connor Daly Encouragement Award. We would like to thank Mr. Joe Daly for the $250 donation for this award, which in 2021 goes to none other than William Lees. I now call upon and ask Mr. Patrick Connor from the CQU School of Education and Arts, who will be presenting the Mason Family Award. This is a $250 cheque donated by Miss Cindy Noy, a previous college board chair. It is for a student whose passion for music will see it become a major part of his professional life. The boy receiving this award in 2021 is Jared Taylor. In addition to our cultural awards, in 2018, the Colleen Scully Memorial Art Prize was established. Colleen was the wife of former principal Mr. Nick Scully. Colleen passed away in 2015, and in honour of her love of art, Nick established this award. The artwork of 3 boys was shortlisted from across the senior school, and their work was displayed on the screen, and their work is displayed on the screen as they come forward. Year 10, the first nominee is Wraith Wren. Year 11, Aston Miller. In Year 12, Tom Orgel. And the winner of the $200 Colleen Scully Art Award, as selected by her son and old boy Lachlan Scully, who has graduated from MIT in Melbourne as an art major, as an art student, is Tom Orgel. Our final art award is donated by CQU, School of Education and Arts. This is a new award this year, and we thank Mr. Connor for coming along and representing CQU. The nominees for the CQU School of Education and Arts Junior Award are, in Year 7, Oren McGilvray. In Year 8, Hugo Rothery. And in Year 9, Seth Thornton. And the winner is, from Year 7, Oren McGilvray. Can we please acknowledge all of the boys who have received awards in this field? And we also thank Mr. Patrick Connor and Mr. Joe Daly for their presentation here this evening. Each year, AIM sponsor a specific awards for our Indigenous students. To present the awards cash prizes, I invite Mr. Peter Chapman, the Regional Director from EREA, to come to the stage. An Indigenous student who has contributed to the life of the college, Horace Byra. Now, I'll get you to remain there, Horace, but also going to acknowledge the next student. Unfortunately, he's not here this evening, and that student is Maxwell Bowman Conlon for his efforts in the areas of arts and culture. So can we please acknowledge Maxwell? And can we also please thank Mr. Peter Chapman for presenting those awards? The next three awards recognise efforts in the physical sciences and in English. To present the next awards, we have Mr. Martin Turner, Senior Lecturer for the Undergraduate Accounting Faculty at CQU. The first of the junior students who has shown aptitude for the sciences is donated by Icon Dental. In 2021, the Icon Dental Excellence in Science Award goes to Benjamin Mazzafari. Central Queensland University has for many years supported the college and donated certificates and cheques for excellence in mathematics and English. The CQU Junior Mathematics Award and the $100 cheque is presented to Riley McFarlane. The last of these awards, the CQU Award for Excellence in English from a student in the junior school, goes to Rococo Hunt. Can we please congratulate our award winners and Mr. Martin Turner. The next awards were initiated by the Parents and Friends Association, and they cover a number of categories, including public speaking, service to the community, and for the boy who best represents the Edmund Rice ethos. Presenting them will be Mrs. Willis, the current Parents and Friends President. The Parents and Friends Award for Public Speaking goes to Declan Boulder. While Declan's coming up, he was also captain of the debating team and also captain of the senior trivia team as well. So well done, Declan. The Parents and Friends Awards for Community Service specifically recognise boys who show respect, support and care for their fellow students and for other community members. In 2021, they go to, in Year 7, Colby Brooks. In Year 8, LeBron Bartlett. In Year 9, Jackson Broom. In Year 10, Braith Lorenz. In Year 11, Mitchell Baker. And in Year 12, Marshall Sullivan. The next set of awards donated by the Parents and Friends are the Spirit of Edmund Awards and are for boys who constantly show a positive attitude in all endeavours and who best uphold the values of the college. In 2021, they are awarded to, in Year 7, Ty Gretton. In Year 8, Nate Brooks. In Year 9, Roman Wilson. In Year 10, Ranger Sullivan. In Year 11, Callan Campbell. And in Year 12, Blake Conway. Can we please congratulate the PNF prize winners? I now call upon the Chairman of our Board, Mr Kim Laundrie, to present the James Cook University Awards. Like the PNF Awards, they are provided to each student who, in their application to their studies, also help build social cohesion. JC University have provided $100 and a perpetual shield for each of the Year 10, 11 and 12 students. Receiving those awards are, in Year 7, Aidan Kane. In Year 8, Stacey Hollingsworth. In Year 9, Jacob Hill. In Year 10, Jordan King. In Year 11, Isaac Green. In Year 12, Clay Gleeson. Can we please congratulate the JCU prize winners? Thank you. To present the Social and Leadership Awards, I invite Father Matthew Maloney, Mayor Andy Ireland, and old boy Mr Carl Dendell to come to the stage. The first award will be presented by Mr Mayor Ireland, and it is the Local Mayor Award for Community Service. In 2021, that award goes to Noah Corcoran. While Noah is walking down, we would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr Mayor Ireland for the Livingston Shires Council donation of this $250 award. Just while you're there, Mr Mayor Ireland, we'd also like you to present the State Member for Keppel Junior Award for service to the community. The 2021 recipient of this award is Peyton Turner. Likewise, thanks to Brittany Lauger for the $100 cheque that goes with this award. the Federal Member Award for Capricornia for loyalty and service to the college. In 2021, that award goes to Burungai Young. Burungai is also the recipient of the JCU Scholarship, the purpose of which is to assist students financially with their studies at James Cook University. Congratulations, Burungai. And thank you, Mr Mayor, for presenting those awards. Father Matthew Maloney, just remain on stage for a bit, boys, sorry. Father Matthew Maloney will now present the Brother Mark Murphy Memorial Award for Determination to Succeed Through Perseverance. And in 2021, that award goes to Ben Moran. While Ben is walking down, we'd like to thank the Christian brothers, Brother Kevin Smith and Brother Stephen Grundy, for their kind donation of $50 for the memorial prize that Ben has just received. Father Matthew is also presenting the Bishop's Award for Christian Leadership. And in 2021, that award goes to Xavier Craggs. Finally, Father Matthew will present the College Chaplain Award for Exceptional Participation and Achievement. And in 2021, that award goes to Declan Boulder. Can we please congratulate our award winners and thank Father Matthew. I would now like to ask Mr Cale Dendell, who will present the Dean Jarrett Memorial Old Boys Award. In 2021, that award goes to Balin Wanchap. The Old Boys Foundation also donate the All-Rounder Award each year. And in 2021, the Old Boys Best All-Rounder goes to Ben Charles. Can we please congratulate Balin and Ben and thank Mr Cale Dendell. Would Mr Paul Horing, Acting Principal, please come to the stage to present the next award. Our next award is the Principal's Prize for Outstanding Effort from a New Student. And in 2021, that award goes to Ninihi Kapoi Moore. Thank you, Mr Horan. Yes, they do. The Edward Hutley $250. It's not quite that, trust me. The Edward Hutley $250 bursary for excellence in science is donated by the Yeppoon RSL. The College Awards Night has been supported for many years by the local RSL branch, and tonight we have Deputy President Ian Kavanagh. We'd like to call Mr Kavanagh to the stage. He will also present, you can give him a round of applause. Mr Kavanagh will also present 2 other awards. The RSL Edward Hutley bursary for excellence in science goes to Saxon Kona. Joining Saxon on stage is the winner of the IMD Engineering Award for the Best Mathematics and Physics Student. In 2021, that award goes to Jessie Laverty. While Jesse is receiving his award, I would like to acknowledge the Dunn family for their continual generation in sponsoring this award. Joining the boys on stage will be the recipients of the Long Tan Award. In 2021, the Year 10 Long Tan Award goes to Jordan Wyville. And the Senior Award for 2021 goes to Kendrick Treadwell. Can we please acknowledge Mr. Ian Kavanagh and our award winners? I would now like to call forward Assistant to the Principal, Identity, Mr. Shane Pears, for the next lot of awards. These awards are known as the LEAD program, and they were introduced by Mr. Pears in 2020. LEAD is an acronym for Living Eddie Every Day. These 9 students have met the criteria for volunteering for a minimum of 20 service leadership hours to worthwhile initiatives across the college. All 9 recipients are Year 12 students, and they are Noah Corcoran, Sam Hannon, Chase Heald, Deacon Goff, Tane Curiona, Ben Moran, Connor Peterson, Marshall Sullivan, and Balin Wanchap. Just while those boys are standing there on stage, the LEAD program essentially looks at those boys who of their own free will have volunteered to assist with different projects going on in the school. And it's fitting and it's apt that they're Year 12 students. Obviously demonstrates the impact that their time at the college has had and their capacity to give back, which is one of the most important traits that hopefully as a whole school community we develop here. So once again, can we please congratulate our Year 12 Lead Program Award winners. The final two presentations are the most significant. They are the Senior Vet Student of the Year and the 2021 College Ducks nominees. The funding for this award comes from a $50,000 bursary that was established in 2009. That fund was donated by Mr. Des Tabone, an old boy of the college who had a passion for engineering and the mechanical trades. I would ask our acting principal, Mr. Paul Horan, to present the Vet Trophy and the cheque for the 2021 Vet Student of the Year. The nominees are Jacob Groves, Chase Heald, Kalani Loraway, Ethan Bird, Logan Gardner, Benjamin Sheehan, and William Lasker. Can we please put our hands together for the nominees? The 2021 Vocational Education Student of the Year and the Des Tabone Shield recipient is Logan Gardner. Can we please congratulate our award winner and our nominees? Now, as the boys know, because there's a few boys in this next list who I've had in my office, and we have mused over the way that ATAR has been rolled out and the difficulties that they have found. As most people would know in the room, in 2020, we changed the way we assess students who want to enter into university. Okay, and the ATAR system came into being. Now I'm going to call these boys forward. So they are the nominees for the 2022 Ducks are Declan Boulder, come forward Declan, Finn Crinion, Saxon Kona, Jesse Laverty and Tom Orgel. Now, the Ducks Award will be presented at the first Academic Assembly in 2022. But I'm going to embarrass these boys because we can't give the award today because all of these boys will be participating in the QCAA external exams. And for most of them, they have a number of exams that will be worth 50%. So it is impossible to determine a Ducks. But while they're up here, I'm going to crunch the numbers for you. What you're looking at on stage is essentially, over their time at the college, this group, and remember Finn only joined the group in year 9, they managed to attain 254 A results. For most of them, while they were in the junior school, most of those A's were A pluses. Now, I had a brief meeting before we got up here and I spoke with Tom. Up here on stage, at any given time, 3 of these boys have been awarded ducks. 2 of them have won it more than once. As they would know, over an activity I did last term, I went through their NAPLAN results. What I can tell you is that these boys are smart cookies. We have an aspiring doctor, we have an aspiring physio, we have boys who are capable of just about anything. They are truly blessed. But here's the thing. So I'm going to freestyle for a bit, so Mr. Horn's a little bit nervous. He quoted a famous poem before. I'm not good at quoting poems. I'm going to quote the Bible. It's from the book of Isaiah. It's chapter 8, verse 6, I believe. And it says, "And there I heard the voice of the Lord. And he said, 'Whom shall I send?' And I said, 'Send me.'" These boys, by virtue of their achievements and their ability in the classroom, whether they like it or not, will be representing the school in the future. It is undoubted that they have tremendous academic talent, and it is worth celebrating that. As I mentioned at the start of my address, young boys need that today. It's important that we recognise their talents and we challenge them to persist when things get tough, because invariably, as we've learnt this year, things will get tough. But I congratulate them on their performance at the school to date. 254 A's is an outstanding effort. And I look forward to one of them returning in 2022. But most importantly, I look forward to tracking their performance and seeing how they will go. Can we please congratulate our Ducks nominees for 2021? Thank you, boys. Now that concludes our evening, so I've got to go back through my notes. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can imagine, this is an extremely time-consuming event and involves a lot of moving parts. Before we conclude our celebrations, I would like to recognise a number of people. Firstly, Mr. Aaron Jorgensen and his tech crew, who are responsible for the magnificent lighting and work you see here on stage. Thank you, Mr. Jorgensen. Mr. Jack Ingram, Miss Alyssa Priddle, Mr. Corey Owens and Mr. Darcy Walker for the outstanding work they do in educating our musical students, and we saw evidence of that tonight. Thank you very much. To my 3 amigos on the CLT, at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, we did a table read and we found there were a few errors in the presentation, but to Mr. Shane Pears, Mr. Peter Reddy and Mr. Jonathan Gill, thank you very much. Righto, and last but certainly not least, I would like to thank Mrs. Chantal Ludke. She's in the midst of what we call event season. Okay, we had our co-curricular awards this morning, we have our academic awards tonight, and tomorrow we have our valedictory, one of the most important days in the calendar for St Brendan's. And Mrs. Ludke has been irrepressible. She has organised all the stuff you see out there today, and I'm sure over the coming weeks we will certainly acknowledge her, but in this venue tonight, I'd like to offer a hearty round of applause. And for all of the parents out there, for the work you do in raising your sons. This year, as a teacher, what you learn, and particularly as you go into leadership, is that you always learn. In term 3, I was doing the subject selections, and a boy came and saw me, and he said to me, "Sir, this is the career I want to pursue." Now, it was certainly different to what I thought he was going to do. And then when I interviewed the boy and I interviewed the family, what I found was one of the best pieces of advice was given by a father to a son. Because the career that the boy was chosen was one that you normally wouldn't associate with the person who comes from his particular background. You would assume that a boy from his background would want to pursue a trade or would want to find himself working back on the property. But the dad said, after the boy had told him what he wanted to do, he said, "Son, well, if that's what you want to do, make sure that you be the best possible version of that you have to be." So on behalf of the students, on behalf of all the teachers, because when you educate boys, it is a collaborative effort between us as the teachers and you as the parents and carers of these boys. So on behalf of the boys in green and white, we'd like to acknowledge the fantastic work that you do as parents. Okay, and that's our event for the evening. So thank you very much for attending. Boys, we're going to remain seated and I'm going to ask the parents to stand. We have drinks going on outside in the veranda area. So if you want to stay behind, you're more than welcome to join us. Boys, can you remain seated, please?